A lot of people ask, what's the secret to aging well after 70? Here's the unsexy answer. It's not a secret. It's a pattern. Not a new pill, not a trendy routine, just a handful of small actions you repeat so often they become your default. And the real goal isn't youth, it's function. It's waking up and still being able to do your life. Let's get specific. Can you get up from a chair without a struggle? Can you climb stairs without bargaining with your lungs? Can you carry groceries in one trip because you can, not because you have to? Independence is quiet. You only notice it when it starts slipping. The good news is, this isn't about heroics. It's about a simple daily system that protects your mobility, your clarity, and your confidence. Here's what we're doing today. I'm going to give you a structure you can actually keep, 12 short pieces, so you can pick what fits and start this week. 2 quick stories, 4 wake-up moments, and a minimum day plan for low-energy days. Let's build the kind of days that keep you steady. Before we talk habits, we need a target. If the target is anti-aging, you'll chase trends. If the target is still capable, you'll build a system. So pick one real-world marker of independence. Just one. Stairs, driving, balance, energy in the afternoon, getting off the floor, carrying groceries. Because what gets measured gets protected. Try this right now. Choose one marker and say it out loud. This year, I protect my ability to... And direction makes the next habit feel obvious. Mornings decide a lot more than people admit. Think of the first 10 minutes after you wake up as a vote. A vote for stiffness or vote for mobility. If your first move is sitting, your body learns, we're done for the day. If your first move is motion, your body learns, we're active again. You don't need intensity. You need a signal. A small routine that tells your system, we're online. So keep it simple. Shoulders roll, ankles move, a short walk down the hallway. A few slow reaches overhead. Even a little music and a 2-minute dance in the kitchen? Seriously. Try this startup. 30 seconds shoulder circles. 30 seconds ankle circles. 60 seconds slow marching in place. 60 seconds reach and breathe. 2 minutes walk, inside or outside. That's it. Not a workout, a start. And the best part is, it's repeatable. Quick question, be honest. Do your mornings make you feel looser or stiffer? Because that answer tells you everything. Your morning is either setting you up or slowly taking options away. If there's one thing that quietly protects independence, it's this. Legs and balance. Not because you need to look athletic, because balance is what keeps everyday life safe. A lot of people don't lose independence from one big event. They lose it from a slow pattern. Move less, feel less steady, get cautious, move even less. That loop is brutal. And the way out is small strength and balance practice, done gently, done consistently. Here's a simple insurance routine you can do near a counter or wall. 30 seconds stand tall, hands hovering near the counter. 30 seconds shift weight left and right. 30 seconds heel to toe rock. 5 slow reps sit to stand from a chair. Use hands if needed. That's training your nervous system to stay coordinated. That's what still capable looks like. Let me tell you about a pattern I've seen a lot. A woman in her mid-70s told me her mornings had turned into a slow fade. Coffee first, phone second, movement maybe later. By noon, she felt stiff and annoyed with her own body. So she tried one change: 10 minutes of gentle movement before she earned her coffee. Not every day was perfect, but within a few weeks, her mornings stopped feeling like a struggle. And that's the point. Your body responds to consistency, not perfection. If mornings are your startup, sleep is your maintenance crew. And after 70, sleep can get weird. You wake up earlier, you wake up more often. Your mind decides 3 a.m. is the perfect time to solve life. But sleep isn't a luxury. It's a core habit that protects mental clarity, mood, and steadiness. Sleep works best when it's predictable. So instead of chasing more hours, build a calmer runway into bedtime. Here's a simple 3-part runway. Make the room darker and quieter earlier than you think you need to. Get your brain off input mode and give your body one repeated cue: breath, book, or soft music. Try this breathing pattern. Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds, 5 rounds. You're not forcing sleep, you're setting conditions. And conditions beat willpower. And here's what surprised me. Most people don't need a perfect night. They need fewer disruptions and a steadier rhythm. One man in his late 70s told me he stopped treating bedtime like an afterthought. He made it a routine. 2 weeks later, his mornings stopped feeling like a hangover. Not because aging changed, because his environment did. Quick recap. Start the engine in the morning, protect balance and legs, give your brain a predictable reset at night. Now let's talk about fuel, because you can't run a strong day on an empty tank. After 70, food isn't about rules, it's about outcomes. You're not eating to impress a scale, you're eating to protect strength, steadiness, and memory. The question isn't, what's the perfect diet? The question is, does this meal help tomorrow feel easier? Start with the boring winners. Protein earlier in the day. Hydration made automatic. 2 simple upgrades. 1, put protein at breakfast or your first real meal. Eggs, yogurt, beans, fish, chicken, whatever fits you. Not huge, just present. 2, make water visible. If it's hidden, you forget it. If it's in your line of sight, you sip without thinking. This isn't dieting. This is supporting your ability to move, think, and recover. We're not chasing perfection. We're protecting independence. Because the real risk after 70 isn't just weight. It's weakness. It's low energy. It's, I don't feel steady today. So think of food as support, not restriction. Here's the simplest approach that works for most people. At most meals, hit 3 basics: protein, color, fluids. If you want a visual rule, half the plate equals colorful plants, 1/4 equals protein, the rest equals whatever fits your body and your life. And if that feels like too much thinking, simplify even more. Ask one question before you eat. Will this help me feel steadier tomorrow? Because you're not eating for a number, you're eating for capability. Now, here's a habit people underestimate because it sounds soft: connection. Connection isn't a bonus after 70, it's part of the system. When you're connected, you show up, you move more, you laugh more, you eat better, you sleep better. Not magically, practically. Isolation does the opposite. It shrinks your week, and when your week shrinks, your life shrinks with it. So we're not aiming for more friends, we're aiming for a standing rhythm that keeps you in the world. If you disappeared for a month, who would notice? And I don't ask that to scare you. I ask because it tells you what to build next. Here's the pattern in plain terms. A man in his early 80s told me his days had gotten too quiet. No one to check in with, no reason to leave the house. So he joined one weekly group, nothing fancy, just a regular time and familiar faces. And what changed wasn't his personality, it was his schedule. He had a reason to put on shoes, a reason to show up. And once he showed up, other things started improving on their own. Now let's talk gratitude, but without the fluff. Gratitude is not a mood trick, it's attention training. Your brain will always find evidence for whatever it's rehearsing: loss, fear, anger, or strength, progress, and what still works. So gratitude isn't pretend, it's choose your focus on purpose. And when your focus is steadier, your actions get steadier. That's the real payoff. Here's a version of gratitude that actually helps, especially on hard days. Once a day, write 2 lines. 1. One thing that's still working, small counts. 2. One action I'll take next, also small. Example: my legs carried me through the day. Then, tomorrow I do 5 minutes of morning motion. Example: I had a good talk with my son. Then, this week I schedule 1 standing call. This isn't good vibes. This is mental training that keeps you steady enough to keep the system going. Here's the piece most people miss. Your environment is either helping you or tripping you. If your walking shoes are hidden in a closet, you forget. If your water is across the house, you don't bother. If your phone is on the nightstand, you accidentally scroll for an hour. That's not character, that's friction. Try 3 10-minute changes today. Put shoes where you can't ignore them. Put water where your life happens: kitchen, living room, bedside, and charge the phone outside the bedroom. You're not relying on willpower, you're building rails, and rails beat mood. Mini recap. We're protecting independence with repeatable actions: morning motion, balance, sleep rhythm, simple fuel, real connection, and attention training. Now I'm going to give you the minimum day plan so you can keep going even when energy's low. Most people fail because they start too big. So here's the plan for real life. The day you're tired, the day you don't feel like it, the day you want to skip. Minimum effective day. Morning, 10 minutes, startup motion and a short walk inside. Midday, 10 minutes, sit to stand and a few balance shifts. Evening, 3 minutes, lights down and breathing. That's it. If you do only that, you maintain the system. You keep your streak alive. You keep the identity: I'm someone who takes care of myself. And identity is what carries you through the years. Let's land this. Aging well after 70 isn't about fighting time, it's about protecting independence with a simple daily system. No shame, no heroics, just repeatable actions you can keep. Here's the question I want you to answer for yourself. What's the one habit that would make your next 30 days feel more capable? Not 5 habits, 1. Write it down, put it somewhere you'll see it, and tomorrow morning do the smallest version of it. Because the system doesn't start someday, it starts with the next ordinary day.